You're not slow. You're not lazy. You're just learning wrong. Most people don't fail to learn because they lack discipline or motivation. They fail because they're using outdated strategies from a broken system. Watching endless tutorials, rereading notes, practicing without progress. But once you understand how learning actually works, you'll be able to pick up skills so fast it almost feels unfair. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Step by step, backed by science, so you never waste time learning the hard way again. Let's dive in. Let's start with something you've definitely done before. You decide to learn something new. Could be guitar, coding, public speaking, whatever. So what do? You search best way to learn X. You open a few tabs, watch some tutorials, maybe even buy a course. And it feels like you're learning. But then you try to use what you just learned, and your brain goes completely blank. Sound familiar? That's because passive learning is a trap. Reading, watching, highlighting, these things feel productive, but they're just mental popcorn. They don't stick. Real learning? That's when things get hard. It's called desirable difficulty. When something's just hard enough to challenge you, but not so hard that it breaks you, that's the sweet spot where your brain starts building real connections. Most people avoid struggle, but it feels uncomfortable. You're probably doing it right. So here's your first shift. Don't avoid the struggle. Lean into it. And now, let me show you exactly how to do that. This method alone can double your retention speed. Instead of just reviewing info, you test yourself on it. So, if you're learning a new language, don't just reread vocab lists. Cover the words and try to recall them, out loud, from memory. If you're learning a presentation, don't reread your slides. Try to teach the content from memory, even if it's messy. Because when your brain has to reach for something, it remembers it better. That's how your memory works. It tags that info as important, worth keeping. So don't just be a sponge. Be a speaker, a teacher, a tester. The more you struggle to recall, the faster you retain. Step 2. Stop trying to learn everything. Look, I get it. You want to be thorough. You want to learn the whole system. But here's the secret. You don't need all the information to start. You only need the right information. This is where the 80-20 rule comes in. You don't need all 1,000 words in a new language. You don't need the 100 that show up 80% of the time. You don't need every guitar chord. You need the few that let you play 90% of songs. You don't need to be an expert. You need to know just enough to take action, and then learn the rest on the go. Because action gives you context, and context is what makes info stick. So here's the move. Find the few pieces that matter. Focus there, then build outward. Don't waste time trying to memorize everything up front. That's school thinking. We're unlearning that now. Step 3. Create instant feedback loops. You don't grow from practice. You grow from correction. Practice without feedback is just repetition. And repetition without direction is how you become really good at doing things wrong. So here's how to fix it. Record yourself. Watch it back. Get outside feedback from a coach, a friend, or someone better than you. Adjust. Repeat. This is what athletes do. This is what musicians do. This is what every high performer does. Because feedback is your fast forward button. The faster you get it, the faster you level up. Even if it stings, even if it makes you uncomfortable, you need it. Growth lives right outside your ego, and feedback is the door. Step 4. Use time blocks, not endless sessions. Here's a hard truth. If you're studying for 3 hours and your brain is melting, you're not actually learning faster. You're just draining your mental battery. Instead, use what's called the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of deep focus. 5-minute break. Repeat. Why? Because your brain learns in cycles. Give it focus. Then give it recovery. This keeps your energy high, your attention sharp, and your burnout low. And if you want to go deeper, start your session by setting an intention. What specifically am I trying to improve? Write it down. Out loud. No multitasking. Just focused, intentional reps. That's how mastery is built. Not in marathons, but in sprints. Step 5. Steal from the experts. You do not need to figure it all out alone. That's one of the slowest ways to learn. Instead, find someone who already has the skill and study how they think. Not just what they do, but why they do it. Experts are walking shortcuts. Their frameworks, their mental models, their feedback. All of it compresses time for you. So how do you tap into this? Join communities. Watch breakdowns. Hire a coach if you can. Or simply ask better questions to people who are ahead of you. You don't need to climb the whole mountain when someone's already built a shortcut with guardrails and snacks. Use it. And here's the final, and maybe most important step. Don't wait to feel ready. The real secret to learning anything fast is starting before you think you're ready. Clarity doesn't come from more thinking. It comes from action. Even if it's messy, even if it's awkward, even if it makes zero sense at first. The truth is, you don't become confident and then start. You start and confidence shows up as a reward. So stop waiting for the perfect plan. Take the first step, even if you fumble it. Because the faster you start, the faster you learn. And the faster you learn, the faster you win. You're not too old. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're just one habit away from mastery. So here's your challenge. Pick one thing. Block 25 minutes. Use active recall. Record yourself and start today. Not tomorrow. Not when life calms down. Today. Because momentum doesn't come from motivation. It comes from movement. And you just learned how to move faster than ever before. If this helped you rewire how you learn, hit that like button and drop the one skill you're working on right now. I want to hear it. And if you want more breakdowns like this one, hit subscribe. We go deeper every week.